Hey guys, welcome to Chit Chat with Dave and Jillian, the Go 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 Girl.
All right.
And we're super excited because we have Amy Angel and her HellRaiser, right?
Yeah.
Amy Angel and the HellRaisers, but we have one HellRaiser.
Right.
And we're super excited to talk to you guys because you have a long history with our CEO, Mr. Dave Dalton, and you guys are signed to Die Laughing. So let me kind of turn it over, and you, Amy, Tony, tell us about, how you came to be with Die Laughing.
Well, it might have been around 77 or 78.
Yep.
Dave came to my shop, a shop that I was working at the time, and he introduced himself. We got along well, and then he says, "Hey, I'm working at the steel mill over here, but I'm going to be quitting, and I want to play guitar, And I thought, oh, great. He goes, I want to play punk rock. I had just gotten off this whole punk rock thing because we did punk rock in the 70s, around 76, 77. That's all we did was punk rock with the street punks. And Dave knew about it, and he was a fan, and he wanted to partake in music. And I said, okay, all you need is these two strings, the 1 and the 5, and then I started showing him little things, and then he'd go home and play until his fingers were raw. Then come back and say, "Can you show me a lead?" And then I would show him like a real simple lead, and that went on for a while. And then all of a sudden, Dave's like a big rock star,
Yeah, right.
So Dave, you owe this man like a lot.
Well, yeah, I do because I remember I used to go to the studio called Cap Street Studio in the city. And I go there and see to get some of the punk rockers play, and then you would ask them a question and they kind of snub you. I'm not gonna say who. So I go, all right. So when I met Tony, I forgot the music shop you were at, Tony.
Ivor Johnson.
Ivor Johnson's, because I remember I walked by there and there was this Dan Armstrong in the window.
Yeah.
And I was really intrigued. I was going, wow. So then, yeah, and it's yours now, right?
It was mine. I traded it for a 68 gold top that they had.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah. So I used to go over and talk to Tony, and I was kind of shy. And I remember one time Jimmy Crucifix was behind working on an amp. He had a striped shirt, like a mod haircut. So I was intrigued with all that, And I was intrigued. And then when I just started talking to Tony, hanging out with him a little bit. And then he went to Anderson's music, I believe.
Yes, I did that in 84. I went there.
Anderson's, right?
Yeah, I worked at Ivor's from about 77, 76 until 84.
Okay.
And in 84, I went to Anderson's music.
Yeah, I started catching up with Tony right about, I don't know, 88, 80, I don't know, somewhere around there. And I remember one day I said, hey, can you teach me another lead? I need this lead. And he goes, okay. And he showed me, okay, goodbye. And I leave. I think the funniest thing, Tony was going to have a heart attack because I go, hey, Tony, I like that 77 Explorer with a big baseball neck. Yes. And he goes, oh, really? I go, and I think it was the Andersons. I go, hey, could I borrow that? You go, yeah, sure. Yeah. I remember he told me, you could not sleep all night.
And you brought it back?
Dave, I think you were playing bass for a while too. Didn't you?
I was playing bass.
You had a Flying V bass.
Yeah, dude, I got that bass. I forgot where I got it from. And
you were playing bass for a while.
Yeah, and I see now that bass is expensive. People want that kind of
$3 bucks. Yeah.
And I
remember back in the days you were playing in the pizza parlor, and then somebody tried to walk off with your Marshall 412 cabinet.
You and Mike Tringali were sitting in the car, and the gig never went off because it got messed up there. And all of a sudden and you go, hey, look at your cabinet's being walked. I had to chase after the
walking away with your cabinet. Is that okay?
Oh my God.
I used to go in there. I used to go in there and talk to Tony a lot, and he was a genuine human being. He would never put me down, never make fun of me. There were some guitar players, I'm sure they were like, geez, And I did show Tony what a plexi Marshall head was.
Yes. We had him in the shop, and then he goes, oh, that's plexi. I go, what does that mean?
And I showed him, I go, right here, where the knobs are at. See, it's plastic. They call it a plexi. And it was a 68, I believe, or 67. I go,
Yeah.
hey, you got tremolo on that. He goes, what?
Yeah. I used to get those old Marshall heads, and I didn't know. I didn't care. They were just Marshall heads. I just had to make a dollar on them. You know?
But Tony's always been a wonderful best friend to me. Always been really kind, and I would be on tour with the Dwarves and stuff, and I would call him from Minneapolis. I'm like, hey, I got a guitar, Tony. Da 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 da. Get it? Remember the Monkeys guitar?
Yeah, Gretsch Monkeys. I go get it. I'll buy it.
So, it was a good time, but from right now where we're at, we're moving some gears up at his shop, Anton's Music. I started liking Amy Angel's music.
Wait a minute. You're skipping ahead. I want to know when Amy came into the scene with all this love that's going on between you and Tony. Amy, what were you doing?
I have a lot of history.
What's your story?
My story is I came into his shop and First I came into Anderson's when I was just a young girl, and because that was the town music store in Newark.
Yeah.
And so I went in there a couple of times, and I brought my brother, and my brother took lessons from Link. Yeah. And I sat in on one of his lessons, and we would just talk back and forth. But after that, I was already married, and I had 2 little kids, and I came into Anton's Music, Tony's store, and I don't know what I came in for. I came in to get my strings changed or something like that.
Yeah, strings changed. You bring me a dulcimer, you bring me a guitar, and then you music off me.
Yes, all that kind of stuff, all your music needs. And so after that, I know he was thinking something, but I was just friendly.
I got bummed out because she had some kids, and because I had just gone through a divorce. I was married for 25 years, and I'd gotten a divorce, and I was single for about, I was single from 6, 7, 8, probably about 6 years. I was single. Then Amy came in. I'm going, ooh. You 2 kids and the wedding ring, and I thought, shit, she's off limits, But I always knew who she was, and I was always intrigued by her. And then when I had the opportunity, she came in, and I was gonna try and ask her out, but I was afraid. And so her brother came in, and I go, hey, you think Amy will go out with me? And he goes, yeah. I go, you got her phone number? He goes, yeah. So you gave me your phone number, and I never called because I was afraid of getting rejected.
That's so
But then she came in again, and that's when I kind of like got really into her and said, hey, you want to go out? And she goes, yeah. She goes, yeah, that'd be cool. I go, okay, let's go out tonight. She goes, oh, I can't. And I'm like, there
it is. There's the rejection.
She was playing.
She probably had to get a babysitter. She had kids. She probably needed to get a sitter.
No, I was playing piano at a women's retreat. So I'm a piano. That's my main instrument.
Yeah,
you're good.
She's a real musician. She's been playing. She was hired by the Catholic diocese when she was like, 9 years old or something?
Holy cow.
Yeah, so she's been playing professionally all her life. That was her gig.
That was my gig.
She's the real deal. I'm just a bonehead guitar player.
You're a fucking great guitar player, bro.
She does everything.
Don't cheat
I've
yourself.
heard you play. I'm enthralled with all of you. Okay, I'm the only non-musician here, but I'm going to speed forward a little bit. Now we're going to let Dave go back to when we were doing Die Laughing. You're in Tony's shop, and tell us how they came to be on the label, Dave.
Well, I was in there, and then we started striking up a conversation about. I don't know how it went, but he played me a song, I believe, of Amy Angel and the HellRaisers, or Amy Angel or whatever. And I go, wow, who is that? And then he explained, and I go, man, she's got a real snappy voice. I like all the kind of a cowpunk feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept saying, I want to hear some more of this stuff. And it just took weeks and months. When I see Tony, we would entertain that. And finally I said, man, I want to put this out. I want to put this out, and do it again. It just blew me away. She had that more of a poppy, sassy voice. It was what I liked about it wasn't like generically perfect. It had a little pitch here and there. That's what I liked.
Okay.
You know, and you know what I mean? It's no badness. A little pitch here and there. That's what really intrigued me. I go, I like that. You know, he had this little like cutesy, you know, I like it. Because a lot of other rockabilly bands and cowpunk bands, standard thing, blah, 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 croon.
Hey, no, this
some
woman
street.
comes with a kazoo. Remember at your birthday? She had a kazoo.
Oh, dude, that blew me
She does
away.
not just stand there. She entertains.
I thought that was fucking funny. I thought you go, that's going.
So
And
this
I
album,
I have to mention one thing. What got me and Amy really going, because, you know, we're musicians, so we're extremely, it seems like all musicians are extremely lazy. And Don Lamb, bless his heart.
Yeah.
He's the one that really got Amy Angel and HellRaisers
The whole
going.
project, yeah.
He called me. He goes, dude, I got some words. I need you to put music to it. And so Don was really responsible of getting Amy Angel and HellRaisers together. If it wasn't for Don Lamb, this band wouldn't have existed.
That's true.
Oh, so kudos to Don
Because
Lamb.
it made
Yeah.
us start working together.
Yeah, because we would have
And writing.
Amy and I were decent musicians, but we have to work on a time limit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, if we don't have a time limit, we just don't do it. But if, you know, Don goes, hey, we need a song by this week. We need a song. We need 3 songs in 4 weeks. We need to. Then Amy and I will sit down and we just pump them out. But Don Lamb is the brainchild and the Svengali of this whole band.
No, he was in the Street Punks.
Yes, he was the bass player in the Street Punks. And if it wasn't for Don, this whole project wouldn't have come. So I just wanted to throw that in.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. And you know, this album has been a long time coming.
Yes.
I've been teased along the way with a song here or there, and I've always been a fan since I think the first time I saw you guys play was at Lennon Studios.
Yep.
We had some
Yep.
sort of a show going on. I think it was
Yep.
Dave's old bass player Ian, wasn't it his birthday?
Yeah, it was his birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday
It was
party.
his birthday, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are just great. The energy, and there's definitely good chemistry between the two of you on stage.
I liked it when Amy, we did, I got the jam with Tony, and that was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
And Mike Tringali. So it was a big deal. When it's so funny. Amy's up there playing bass, playing Chinese rock. Like it's like la la la, that's no big deal. She's got it down. Let's go. And me and Tony are fumbling.
I'm asking Dave, what's the chords? And I look at Amy. Amy's just like playing everything. And the thing I've got is Amy plays anything. She's a drummer. She's a bass player. She's a guitar. You know, she's a great keyboard player. She does everything.
Player.
You give her a trumpet, she'll play it. I mean, she plays
I love it. I love it.
What I have to say for myself is I am not a singer. All my life, I've been backing up singers. So this was a special thing for me.
This is cool.
Out there in the spotlight.
Well, tell us about the album.
Tell us about it. Tell me about it.
Tell her about it.
Well, it's named Do It Again.
Right, which
Amy
is
Angel and the HellRaisers. And how many tracks do we have on this album? Let me run you guys through your paces.
He's 10.
I think we have 10 tracks.
Yeah.
And so Do It Again is after the song I Do It Again. And that was one of the first songs we came out with. And it's got some catchy guitar riffs.
And everything is pretty much life experience, you know, just things that we've done through our lives and just stuff that, you know, you're hot 1 minute, you don't do nothing for 10 years, get on, jump back on it. You know, it's just one of these things where, you know, we just wrote about our experiences, you know, and just, and every song that's on that new record is basically experiences through life. You know, it's stuff that we've done, stuff that we are doing.
The wording's great. You talk about the Mabuhay Gardens.
And,
it was part of our lives. You know, I mean, we used to be, you know, we used to play there every weekend. You know, when Ness was there, you know, and Dirk, and you know, and
I remember those days.
I remember one time Don Lamp punched a guy right in the face in Dirk's office. He was from another band. He was complaining, and we were in there getting paid because we'd go in the office after the gig to get paid. And of course, we were headlining, and he was complaining about something. I forget what it was, that he didn't make enough money or anything. And then Don had mentioned to him, "Hey, talk to Dirk later. If we're getting paid, we gotta get it. And the guy turned around and spit on Don's face. And
What?
Don's the ex-Navy guy. I mean, he was a nom the whole bit. And
He's a big dude.
and just punched the guy so hard in the face. The guy went down, and then hearts started coming out of my head because I knew Don was a badass, but I didn't know how bad, because I never seen anybody get punched before, basically, And he punched him right in the face, and I thought, wow, this guy can fight. I never fought. I
like that.
The most I've ever been is an argument, But yeah, impressed with that.
Wow,
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I know. I've never been in a fight.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I fought quite a bit back in my day. I fought a lot,
I know you're like the toughie here.
Yeah, but I know I'm a softie. I'm an old softie guy now. I just go like, yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah. Oh, but the thing, getting back to Tony in his music shop, I said, I want to sign you. Let's start out the single, this, that, whatever. And and this is one band, Jillian. They never complain. We have a lot of bands on our label. Well, they this, that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the game. I complain.
Right.
So, and I'm sitting there, and I finally told Rob, let's put it out. Let's do this. Let's do this. And Jillian sent your music, Jillian, to Rodney and the Rock, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So I got a hunch.
It comes out Friday, November 20th. The album comes out on Die Laughing Records, Golden Robot Records,
Right.
and Rodney's show is on Sunday. So let's see if he plays.
That's great.
All
That's
right.
great.
Yeah, but I'm proud. I was really excited I know we worked on some photographs. I had a little bit of a hand in getting the cover idea, and it was really a labor of love between Die Laughing Records and Amy Angel and the HellRaisers, because we wanted to see this come out. COVID hit hard, and it took it in a direction that none of us, we didn't want to have to put it off. And but it's coming out now, and I'm super excited. It's a kick-ass album. I will tell you.
Julie, I want to thank you for. It seems like Die Laughing Records. You, Rob, and Dave. Since you've joined the Die Laughing Records, it seems like you just took hold of the reins and just moved everything along. I think the record company jumped up 2 or 3 levels because of you. And,
I agree. Here.
Yeah. And the things she gets done, and the promo she does, and getting you a deal with Black Star amplifiers, just the things that she does, she's great, man. That was the best addition to Die Laughing Records you had ever made. Getting Julie on board.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so nice to hear. I love what I do, and everything that I've learned from watching the true musicians like you guys working with Dave. I've learned everything, and
Antone, what I met her several years ago, and she worked as a receptionist at a beauty parlor, you want to call it. We just talked, and one day I said, hey, can you cross the T's and dot the I's on this thing I'm putting out? Because I can't, my grammar's shitty.
Same here.
And so she goes, this is shitty, man. So she did that, and we started going back and forth. And not only she got me a deal with Black Star, I got some 80s and other some 80s coming. She got all my assets and all my music sent to Golden Robot. They signed me a lifetime deal because of her.
Because of her. She gets things done.
Yeah.
People listen.
There is talent. I'm sitting amongst talent right now. I would have nothing to do without the product of your guys' blood, sweat, and tears, because it's amazing to get behind you guys, all of you.
She'll get you she'll get you PR, Tony.
She's great. And the work she does with the other bands, the work she does with the HellRaisers, the work she does with, the Charbels, the Hellflower, all those bands, I could see Julian in there, and I could see her doing everything, because I would think, well, if it wasn't for Jillian, they wouldn't be doing this,
Oh,
we would be
so nice.
a minimal, and that's no bullshit. I've always told her that, but she doesn't take it like that. But it was, even one band, I look at Bite, they go, so glad you're on board. It's just hard to get a hold of Dave
Well,
sometimes or Rob.
I think it was really
Right.
nice to have an extra person too to actually concentrate on A&R, because these two guys were just, you know, with everything that they had to do, it was
Sure,
nice
they're
to
busy.
have an A&R person.
It's a big job. You know, having a record company, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you guys are definitely, I mean, we're
But I'm
all,
glad. I'm proud I have you guys.
yes, we are super
Well, thank you.
excited.
We're very lucky.
November 20th, Amy Angel and the HellRaisers do it again. And trust me, you're going to want it on your playlist. You're going to want it in your library. You're going to want to do it again and again and again and again.
Yes.
And pre-save, pre-orders are going on now.
Now,
And who knows, down the road, Dave Dalton, possibly, maybe a vinyl, maybe something, you know?
yeah,
never
yeah.
know.
There's this. Yeah, I'm already pushing for maybe what I'm going to try to do next year with Golden Robot's Blessing is to put out a 12-inch vinyl compilation of each band on the label, you know, to help out and stuff, you know, limited edition. Like I said, guys, we're grassroots, small little indie, and we're having a good time. It makes everybody's life happy in music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That kind
Great.
of thing.
That'd be great. Yeah, have like
Definitely.
each band have one song on it. It'd be
Yeah.
dynamite.
It'd be
Nice
great, man.
little box set, huh? Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to have Rob spin some Amy Angel and the HellRaisers. And
Wow.
get out there, pre-save, pre-order your copy. Do it again. November 20th drops digitally.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. A shout out to Rob.